Hello everyone, my name is Ahmed and I am student of the Rehan College. So today I am going to have a short and interesting discussion like chat with Maya. We will be discussing like topic is uh, basic of financial independence. So let's get started. Hey Maya, how are you doing today?
Financial independence. Now we're talking. Sounds like a bit of a project. First video, huh? So you're putting this together for a series?
Okay, my first question is what is the real structural difference between just being rich, like and achieve true financial independence?
That's a great place to start. Being rich is usually about the number in your bank account, but financial independence is about time. One is having a lot of money, the other is having your lifestyle fully covered by assets that don't require you to trade your hours for a paycheck. It's the difference between having a big pile of cash and having a machine that prints enough cash to keep you going forever.
Yes,
It's a bit of a mental shift, right? Most people chase the rich part without realizing the independence part is where the actual freedom is.
yeah, I see.
I mean, the fancy car is great, but not having to ask a boss for permission to take a Tuesday off is better.
Uh, I see exactly.
Changes the whole game. Once you stop viewing money as something to buy things with and start seeing it as a tool to buy your time back, everything looks different.
Yes, right.
It's kind of like moving from a sprint to a marathon, but you're the one who decides when to stop running. So, where do you want to take this discussion next?
Yeah,
Since we're talking about the basics here, should we dive into how someone actually calculates their independence number?
exactly. Yes.
All right, let's break it down. The independence number, or your FI number, is basically the total amount you'd need invested so that you can live off the returns without ever touching the principal. Most people
Yes.
use the 4% rule as a shortcut. You just take your annual expenses and multiply them by 25.
Yes.
It's a surprisingly simple bit of math. So if you spend 40,000 a year, $1 million is the magic number. Does that feel attainable or totally wild?
Yes, exactly. I see.
It's a big number for sure. But the trick is that it doesn't have to happen overnight. It's more about the systems you put in place while you're still working,
Wow.
right? It's that transition from I hope I have enough to I know I have enough that does the heavy lifting for your stress levels.
Wow, this is amazing. Let's see.
It really is a game changer when you start doing the math. Now, do you want to talk about the best ways to actually build that pile of assets?
Why do traditional education system completely fail to teach us how many like and financial markets actually work?
It's a huge gap, isn't it? Schools usually teach us how to be great employees, how to follow a syllabus and trade time for a salary, but they rarely teach how to make money work for us. It's almost like they're training us for a world that doesn't exist anymore.
Yes, I see.
It's wild that we spend years learning trigonometry, but not a single hour on how a compound interest curve actually works. Feels like the system is designed for stability, not for autonomy.
Yeah,
Exactly. It's a cycle. They teach you how to manage a paycheck, but not how to stop needing one.
Yes, exactly.
It's like we're given the map to the office, but not the map to the exit. So, do you think the responsibility is on the individual to find this info, or should the curriculum actually change?
Wow.
I'll take that as a resounding yes. It's a pretty steep hill to climb when you have to figure it all out on your own.
Yeah.
It definitely is. But it's also why so many people are turning to things like podcasts or online communities to fill in the blanks.
Yeah.
It's basically a huge decentralized classroom now. Do you think that makes the info more accessible or just more confusing?
Yes, this is very easy.
That's a bit of a it's a lot easier to find the info, definitely. But it's kind of like a wild west out there. Lots of great advice mixed in with some pretty sketchy get rich quick schemes.
Yes, exactly.
The noise can be overwhelming. It's hard to tell who to actually trust when everyone's claiming to have a secret formula for success.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a minefield. That's why the fundamentals, the boring stuff like index funds and saving rates usually end up being the real winners.
Yeah.
It's not the most exciting stuff to talk about, but it's what actually builds the foundation. Do you think most people are just too impatient for the boring stuff?
Yeah.
Totally. We're wired for instant gratification. So the idea of waiting 20 years for a compound interest curve to kick in feels like an eternity. It's a lot harder to sell someone on a slow burn than a lottery ticket.
Yes.
It's the ultimate trade off. But the magic happens when you stop looking at the clock and start looking at the growth. Do you think that's why people get so lured in by those crypto moon promises?
Yes. This is not a normal situation.
It's the path of least resistance. It's just much easier to believe in a miracle than it is to believe in a disciplined savings rate. I mean, who wants to spend a decade being cautious when you can imagine being a millionaire by next Tuesday?
Wow. This is amazing.
It's a seductive dream. It's basically the modern version of a gold rush. We're all just looking for that one shortcut that lets us skip the hard part.
Yeah.
The thing is, shortcuts usually just lead you in circles. Do you think that's why so many people are just terrified of the actual math behind their finances?
Yes.
It's an
Uh,
intimidating wall of numbers. Most
okay.
people treat their bank account
How?
like a horror movie. They're
Yes.
too
Yes.
scared to actually look at the
1
screen.
minute, please. How does the typical retail mindset keep average people trapped in the rat race forward?
That's a deep cut. It's basically the consumer trap. We're conditioned to believe that the way to look successful is to buy things that make us look rich, which is the exact opposite of actually being financially independent. We spend money we don't have on things we don't need to impress people we don't even like. It keeps people on a treadmill where they're forced to keep working because their lifestyle costs more than their baseline salary.
Yeah.
It's a vicious cycle. The more you earn, the more you spend, and you never actually get closer to the exit. It's called lifestyle creep, and it's the biggest silent killer of financial independence.
Okay. All right.
It's basically a slow leak in your bank account.
Okay.
You
I
start with a better job, get a nicer car,
okay. Okay.
move into a
Okay.
bigger place, and
I
it's
think
like you're
that
running faster and faster. Just stay in the same place. It's that feeling of working harder but never actually getting ahead. Does that sound like something you've seen a lot in the people around you?
Okay, I think that
It's
covers
everywhere.
everything for today.
Just
That
a
was a really great discussion. Thank you, Maya, for discussion and talking me, and thank you everyone for watching my discussion. So see you in the next video. Goodbye.
You're very welcome. It was a blast chatting with you. Good luck with the video editing, and I'll be here whenever you're ready for the next one.